Hello and welcome back. You're still watching Wake Up Nigeria. Now, if you've been watching the show back to back, you're probably aware that we speak positively as much as we can. We do everything we can to give you the most positive vibe ever. And on Motivation today, we're going to be talking positive thinking, harnessing positive thinking. Even though it is a little challenging in times like this, when the dollar seems to have its own dance step, it goes up, goes down. A lot of business owners don't really feel like they're even making profit at all. Today we have Gabriel Balogun, a seasoned business strategist and motivational speaker with us once again, here to sort of encourage us to start harnessing thinking for personal success.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I can see a very positive smile on your face. And this topic is one that, I hope nobody is tuned away.
Well, hopefully they are not.
Okay,
right?
Talk to us. How do we begin this journey of harnessing positive thinking?
Interesting question. First, I would say that I'm a big fan of psychology.
Okay.
And there is a model called, I call it the ETFE model.
Okay.
And the E stands for environment, the T stands for thoughts, the F stands for feelings, and the A stands for actions.
Okay.
Now, I believe strongly that environments will influence your thoughts. Your thoughts will shape your feeling, and your feelings will drive your actions.
Okay.
Now, if you dwell so long in a moody environment, or you listen to a sad song, or you lose someone, you are in an environment that your mind begins to think of only negative things.
Okay.
What happens is you begin to feel the negative emotions, and then that influences the things you do. You cry, you zone out, you wear black clothes, you lock yourself up. So every action you see people take is tied primarily to the environment that shapes their thinking.
Okay.
So I believe that the first step with positive thinking is not even to think positive thoughts, is to create the environment that sponsors positive thoughts, that sponsors positivity. If you have children, play with your kids. If you like to go on vacations, go for it. If you love soccer, watch soccer. If you like to swim, do those things that sort of just make you think that this is good.
Okay.
And when you do that, you begin to feel good, and then that shapes your actions.
So I feel like when you live in a place like Nigeria, it's said all over the world that they're always surprised whenever they meet Nigerians. Nigerians are always still smiling.
Yeah.
And then if you look at how the society has sort of turned out, you know that, people are in traffic all day. They've probably not made profit in the past 6 to 9 months.
True.
They've probably struggled to pay school fees over the past 2 terms, but yet they still see everybody smiling. So putting a smile on your face, does that really equate to having an environment made for positive growth?
Not really. You know, the popular musician Fela said suffering and smiling, right?
Yeah.
Is it Fela? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that it goes beyond smiling. And the biggest problem with positive thinking that people say is they say, think positive thoughts. But if you do not shape where the thoughts is coming from, you would suffer. So I think that there are portions of Nigerians that are living in depression, and there's another portion that are actually living their best lives.
Okay.
What's the difference? I believe that it has a lot to do with focusing on what you can control and what you cannot control. I cannot control the weather, I cannot control dollar, I cannot control Lagos traffic. I can't control those things. Why should I focus on them? Okay. Me focusing on them will make me begin to hate myself. Why am I in this country? I need to get out and stuff. But I can focus on my love life. I can focus on my job that is giving me a salary. Okay. I can focus on a whole lot of other things that I can control. And when I focus on those things, it literally just makes me begin to think that, yes, I can do this. I mean, I'm surviving, I'm eating, I'm drinking. I should be grateful for it. And I also think that gratitude has a way of diminishing every negative energy you have.
Gratitude.
Yes.
That's another angle completely, entirely. Being grateful for the things you have. So this is where we talk about cup half full versus cup half empty.
The debates of the Stoics.
So I've always tried to think of, the cup half full.
Yes.
But that makes me a certain type of person.
True.
Right? For those who see, a cup half empty,
Yes.
are you saying that they are more leaning towards the negative side of things?
Yes, because if you, and I say yes boldly, because if you, no, the cup is not really full. It's not really half full or half empty. It's your perception of it.
Okay.
Now, if you're not grateful that there is a content or there is content in the cup, you won't find out to fill it up. But every time you look at the content and you feel like this thing is diminishing, you lose gratitude. So if you're grateful for, Lord, I can take water today, and I know that if I take this water, perhaps it becomes half full again, and I'm grateful every morning for that. That sort of just makes my life better. I go out with the energy that if it's half now, I can make it full.
Okay.
Right? So gratitude is very important.
Okay. Now let's talk business, personal success. Now, you have someone working a 9 to 5, right? Who is in an environment where they have a boss who is constantly berating them about them not doing well. So you just said your environment sort of shapes
Yes.
your emotions.
Yes.
So what advice do you give to people who are probably working in that environment, that type of environment, and don't really have much of a choice but to bear with it?
Well, that sounds like a trick question. I think that you can't control your boss, right?
It's one of the things you can't control.
You can't control, yeah. You also can't control the environment the office has. However, you can control your internal environment.
Okay.
Now, this may sound all wishy-washy, but the truth is, if you really can coordinate your internal, the human mind is so powerful. The human mind is the most malleable metal, if I should use that, in the world. The mind doesn't know what is real or fake.
Okay.
So sometimes you have to stand up to yourself and say, shut up, I can do this for another 6 months. And while I'm telling myself, shut up, I need to do this for another 6 months, I'm planning my exit strategy. I would never advise anyone to wake up one morning and quit. The country is hard enough, right? But give yourself, pace yourself, say, I need 8 minutes. It's 8 months, I need 6 months. And in 5 months or 6 months, you're planning your exit strategy. But you wake up every day telling yourself, I can do this, I will do this. And that just does wonders for your personal self.
Okay.
And that's how you enjoy personal success.
So now you finally get that success, or what you perceive to be success. You have a certain amount of money in your account. You have family, friends around you. Maybe you can take a vacation once every 2 years. You're feeling good about yourself, right? But there are still some people that still have a negative mindset, even with all those things.
Yeah, that's gratitude, really.
Okay.
I think that if you cannot appreciate whatever God you serve, I'm a Christian, so I believe in God. If you cannot appreciate God for what you have, you would lose what you have quickly.
Okay.
Because you would live in a never-ending cycle of, I must get more, I must get more, I must get more. And that would really kill you and kill the relationships that you have. So you have to always be thankful.
Okay.
It's the very first step to living positively.
Okay.
Thankful for everything. Thankful for a whole lot of other things. Another thing I think people need to understand is that you need to stop living for yourself
Okay.
and start living for others. People are depressed because they're thinking of themselves too much.
Okay.
You can, if you understand that there are a lot of lives attached to yours, my mom, my sister, my brother, the beggar down the road who I give 500 naira, 300 naira to, or 10 naira to, you step out of yourself and realize that I have to do this because there are so many people attached to me.
Yeah.
So that helps break that mentality of it is for me alone. If you're so self-centered, you cannot be positive because you're thinking of yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is powerful. That is powerful. There are a lot of livelihoods tied to you doing your job the right way, and the only way you can do your job the right way is if you stay positive, no matter how much your salary has been slashed, no matter how much traffic you went through that morning.
True, really true.
But yeah, gratitude and harnessing positive thinking is, something for you to minute for today. We'll be tweeting that. sometime soon. And hopefully this is a nugget you can take out with you for the rest of the week. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Your opinion is very valuable to us. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know what you think. A big thank you to you again, Gabriel, for being with us on the show.
Beautiful.
Well, we have something spicy in the kitchen.
Okay.
Would you like to have a taste?
I would have to say no to that.
You want to say no?
Yeah.
With all the positive thinking that we just, I know the gratitude we just said. All right, well,
Okay,
join us in the kitchen.
Yeah, I will.
Let's join us in the kitchen. All right, then. Now it's a morning of firsts.
I'm just thankful that the cameras didn't come to us 5 seconds earlier.
Ah,
Because I was complimenting our chef about her aura. It's so positive. I love it.
yeah, so
Yes, I like.
what do we have here?
Yes,
Here
indeed.
we have chicken pepper soup, garnished with carrots and macaroni.
Yes, of course. And we have some plantains and all manner of things. It looks really... Mazino has...
Gabriel, are you sure about this?
Yeah, I am.
You're fasting.
I'm
Look at
fast.
this.
So
It's
you're
macaroni,
fasting,
is it?
yes?
Yes.
Okay, all right, we understand.
Mazino will help you take.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus.
Mazino, Winfrey, support your sister now.
You shouldn't be I'm supporting you. Shouldn't be eating at this time of the
Wow.
I will taste it and I will let you know what it tastes like.
What I miss, right?
Eh?
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Some macaroni in there. There's
Yeah.
carrots and ooh,
Yeah, there's all sorts in there.
all sorts of
So it's
everything
chicken
in there.
pepper soup, essentially.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It feels like a
I hope
casserole,
it's not
actually.
I
hot.
say it's a chicken pepper soup meal.
It's a meal.
Yeah,
All right.
so it's chicken pepper soup meal.
So-
But I think you don't go, you're
It
definitely...
looks very hot. I'm scared.
Don't be afraid.
Don't wait.
What?
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Enjoy. What do you think? Yeah. The power of positive thinking.
It's nice, right?
Thank you so much for joining us. While he has his mouth full,
Yeah.
we can wrap up the show.
Yes, we totally do. Fast as you can.
7 a.m. tomorrow morning, we will be back with another action-packed episode of Wake Up Nigeria. We
Thank
can't
you
wait
so
to see
much,
you.
yeah, for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.